Hi there, this is Riley Tucker of Riley Tucker Music, and this will be a Mobineko vinyl review. So, who I am. I'm a one-man band from Des Moines, Iowa, and I'm making this review because I went on YouTube and I could not find something similar. And when I was going uh, through the process of thinking, I want to make a vinyl record, but I don't know anything about this company, Mobineko. So I wanted to find out more information. I only found a little bit of information on Threads, but I thought I'd make this video. Here's somebody who wanted to make a vinyl record, and he did, and here's what it was like through Mobineko. And so, if it's good or bad, that's up to you to judge. I will say that I was not paid a cent to make this video. It's just, my experience. So, with that said, we will begin. And here is what I ordered. All right, so here are my choices, highlighted in yellow. The strike through, of course, is what I did not choose, what I had the choice to choose, but which I did not. So, time per side is closely related to revolutions per minute. Okay, so what I saw in the forums when I was looking on the internet doing research was that 45 revolutions per minute has an advantage of not having intergroove distortion for the last track on a side. However, it has the limitation of less time per side. Classically, an LP is 33 RPMs. So that's what I got. And I didn't really notice too much of a difference with intergroove distortion. Of course, other people may differ. They may think that there was a difference. But that's the choice I made for number one. Number two, spine or gatefold. So I have here a vinyl record cover, which I would call a spine, of course, by Pink Floyd. Wish You Were Here. This is, of course, not a gatefold. And it's a typical option, I think, for a lot of artists who want to make a vinyl record. However, what I chose was a gatefold. Here it is, the front cover. The inner, let me make sure that I have this all in frame. Okay. And the back side. So that is what I chose, a gatefold, and I think it looks great. I would like to talk about this a little. This is CMYK, what I chose, and here's a picture of what it looks like on the computer. So I think CMYK has a tendency to be a little bit darker, but that's basically what all the manufacturers use is CMYK. So you're going to lose a little bit of detail, I think, and just generally I've noticed that CMYK makes images a little bit darker and duller, but that's how CMYK is. I don't think that's a fault of any manufacturer. Certainly not one I use, Mobineko. So that's the gatefold. Number three, shrink wrap or other. So what I got was this. This is a kind of a heavy plastic. What Mobineko says is that shrink wrap warps the album. So they do sell shrink wrap, but I think this is kind of a typical thing that people get. So it's nice to have it because the art and over time handling a record 100 times, you tend to scratch it up and it's a problem. So this combats that problem, I think. That's why people get it. So I can recommend that if you are getting it. And I don't think it was much more expensive. Maybe $30-$40 to have my 100 record run with all of those records having that plastic jacket. Okay, was my artwork designed by a pro or designed personally? Okay, that was me. I personally designed it. Um, if you're a big name, you probably have somebody else do it, and that's fine. I don't think if you have a great understanding of Photoshop, I don't think you really need to. I think we have a tendency to pay other people to do things, but in this day of YouTube, where you can find just about a tutorial for anything, from weatherproofing your garage door to making a song or something like that, you can do it yourself. And you do have to choose whether it's worth it, but I think we've become too reliant on paying people to do things. So yeah, and I think that mine look pretty good. So of course I'm a little biased, but that's what I'm gonna say. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Number 5, test pressings or not test pressings. I got test pressings done. I don't think it was too much more expensive. Again, like $30–40 to have 5 test pressings. Now, I didn't really need 5 test pressings, but imagine, like if I was Weezer or the Beatles or I don't know, Sixpence None the Richer. I would want to have a record. If all of my bandmates had a turntable, I want to give that record to them and then have them maybe go home and listen to it and then come back with some notes about what they liked and what they didn't like. So I can see why they would have 5 records. Um, of course, yeah, like I said, I didn't really need it, but it was nice having that halfway through the process of my order and the fulfillment, getting 100 records sent in boxes to my address, having what it sounds like, and making sure that it's to my satisfaction because I'm getting the real deal later. So, yeah. Okay, and one thing that you may be wondering is how long did it take? So, June 4th, I put my order in, got the records, everything, July 23rd. It's about 49 days, okay? What I would recommend, if I was giving a hint to you guys who are artists looking to make your own vinyl record, is have everything ready. That's what I did. I had my music perfectly mastered, had the artwork done, in CMYK form, so it could be printed. That's the only way they print it is CMYK. You don't want it in the other format, the web format. I forget what it's called. RGB. Yeah. So uh, that's the tip I would give you guys. There were some records that had a little scuff mark here, but those records came a long way. Taiwan, China, all the way to Des Moines, Iowa. A lot of people handling those boxes and record shift and transit and all those things. So a thumbs up or a thumbs down? I would definitely give them a thumbs up. I was very happy with how Mobineko took my order, my project, my heart and soul. I worked really hard on this record, and they did a great job. And I know there's other options out there. There's Gotta Groove Records. I think Disc Makers does them. United Record Pressings. Um, some that do lathe cuts, and so I think it's just been a great experience, and I would definitely recommend and think about doing business with Mobineko in the future. So yeah, that's the end of this review. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. And yeah, this is still for sale. You will find it on my website, rtucker.org/store, where you can get yourself a nice copy of this amazing record. Now, of course, I'm a little biased. I'm the maker of the record, but you're supposed to handle vinyl records like this. You don't want to touch those sides like a CD. But yeah, so this is what the record looks like. Get up close there. And the other side. Well, it's kind of hard to see. Yeah. Side A. So, 5 stars. No, 4 stars and a thumbs up. Thanks for watching this review. And please like and subscribe. Thank you.